Yes, I do because it raises awareness, and although it is at the beginning, or rather at the end of the year, um, there can still be more that can be done, I think.
Yeah, I do see value, but I don't see why it should only be 16 days and not every day, since we do deal with this type of situations day in, day out, you know? Yeah.
Yes, I think it's good because it can raise awareness towards making a change because I think there has to be change. There are problems, especially in this country, with gender-based violence. So I think it's good to bring awareness and draw people's attention to it. So yeah.
I do because we get to, stand for our rights, and tell the people what we want as the youth. But at the same time, we don't really have people that listen. The government doesn't really want to listen and doesn't really want to take interest in what we have to say because there's so much going on in our country alone where the young teens are doing drugs, can't get jobs, bad communities, and there's no changing that.
Aware, bro. I think it does have value because I mean like we're having like the gender-based violence. Um, for instance, like says Tawane as Bonelwandweni. So I think it will add value for like a balance. Yeah, but I think it's very important that like respect and singabantu. Yeah, bo.
There's some value in the campaign as it bring awareness to gender-based violence and intimate partner violence. However, I do believe that the campaign only lasts for 16 days, meaning that people always go big out for these 16 days. It's on everyone's statuses, everyone's social media, but after these 16 days are over, it comes to an end. There's no carry through for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I see some value in it, but like it's not doing anything to prevent it in a way. You see, we have these days not to celebrate it, but to remember the people that were affected by gender-based violence. But there's nothing being done to prevent it or to solve the issue. And on my part, I'm not gonna completely blame the government for everything that's happening, but there's no punishment for it. There's no like people they're not scared to do it. You know.
No, because I strongly believe that it should be done, it should be an everyday thing, not just a once off thing where it's just 16 days. Women and children are killed every day, women and children are raped every day. And I don't think there's enough conversations about it. There's nothing being done about it. So it should actually be done every day.
That was absolutely, absolutely very interesting with people's conversation. Well, their opinions coming through right there from street to. But right now, we're going to take a young breather and we'll be back with more of the conversation after this. Do not go anywhere.
Look, they still not getting right the equality standard, because we still have struggles with gender equality. And with gender based violence, they always look at it from one perspective, where, yes, we have a lot of males beating on females, but they also don't look at the males also that are, being abused and going through certain things where there's, yes, there's a focus on females, yes, feminism and all that, female rights and women rights. But at the same time, we need to look at the equality. There has to be an equal standpoint looking at both sides, with an unbiased view, where there's all the stigma put on males themselves, where women can't walk around Cape Town and not feel safe, They feel unsafe because they say, oh, here's a man right here. I should, I can't dress a certain way, I can't look a certain way. Where, what about men also, that also feel like that? But because of the stigma put on males too, they need to balance out that equality standard, you know.
I think at the moment, not really, because we see like every week there's new cases, and I've noticed a lot of times like it's repeated offenders, like they'll get out and they'll just do it again. So I think there needs to be like stronger punishment so that, you know, people realize that it's wrong and that they shouldn't go out and do it again. And yeah.
No. The only time I've heard, it's like I've only heard the government speak about it a few times and then that's that. It should be an everyday chat because perpetrators are amongst them. Perpetrators are walking freely. Perpetrators are killing, they continue raping, they continue doing all this weird stuff, and no one is doing anything, especially the government.
Um, I know what the laws they have really improved a lot, where they are acting when women are reporting, which is a good thing. My only concern is when it gets to court. Those men are walking free. I mean, they just go to court, they get arrested today, but then tomorrow they're out. So that's my only concern.
I don't think the South African government is doing enough. It's all well and good that they're putting policies in place, but what's the point of a policy if they are not executing it? There's no follow through, there's no proper things. Like rapists today still don't get enough time in jail.
I feel like, no, man, they need to take it serious. They need to. But if you went in that situation before, you would not relate. So obviously, I would say some of the country people that are up there, the niggas up there, they have not even, they don't have a victim in their family or they have never been a victim themselves. So they won't do anything because they will be like, ngabanye abantu. So what's into kude kubo? So why would they entertain into kude kubo? But they are saying 16 days. Ah, man.
A lot of people just think it's just some campaign and they're just so numb to people always talking about GBV. I think that it mustn't just be about 16 days, it should be about 365 days of standing up for GBV victims. That's across the board, no matter what your gender is, everybody can be exposed to that kind of violence. So I just feel as if it should not be just over 16 days, it should be the whole year round.
Oh man, I absolutely have to agree with Okanya. It shouldn't just be 16 days of activism, but literally throughout the whole entire year. This is a situation that is affecting us as women, us as, you know, young babies, so many different people on a daily basis. So I think we should be raising awareness more than just 16 days. But right now, though, I feel like we need to take a quick break.
Yeah, we're taking a quick ad break, but please make sure that you follow the conversation on our social media pages. But mind you, while we give you guys a chance to do that, let's head over to a quick breather. So pause our minds.
Washa.